One more. There she goes.
All right, you have your people,
Yes,
and
yes.
we have it recording. She's on. Yep.
Okay, got her. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm glad everybody could make it tonight. I know we have a time restraint on this meeting because we have other obligations. We will skip the Pledge of Allegiance, going straight into roll call. Alderman Volkart.
Here.
Alderwoman Ravencraft, absent. Alderwoman Colbert.
Here.
Alderwoman
Here.
Bell.
Here.
Alderman Wilson. He's here. I see him.
I'm here.
Alderman Lewis. He's absent. All right, now we do have a quorum, so I will call this meeting to order. Can I get a motion for approval of the meetings of May 21 of 2024? Can I get a motion approved?
Guys, just leave yourself unmuted if you're having
I'll make the
issues.
motion.
All right, Mr. Wilson. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
That was Christina. Christine?
Yeah.
All right. Can I get a motion to approve for tonight's agenda?
You need a call for a vote.
Oh, I'm sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Sorry about this, sir. Can I get a motion to approve of tonight's agenda?
I'll motion.
Made by Alderman Colbert. Can I have a second?
Second.
By Alderman Bell. Thank you. I see no items for special items.
Call for a vote. Call for a vote.
Oh, again, I'm running through it fast, man. Time. Can I get a motion? Can I get a vote, please? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Special items, we have seen none. Appointments to boards and commissions, we have Grant Hutchison, Park and Rec Board. Staff report, please.
James was able to make contact with Mr. Hutchison and is recommending to the mayor for appointment to the Parks and Recreation Board.
Okay. Staff has any questions for James or Kyle? All right, let's see none. Can I get a motion to approve appointment of Grant Hutchison to the Park and Rec Board, please?
So moved.
That's by Alderman Bell. Can I have a second?
Second.
By Mr. Wilson. Thank you, sir. All in favor, we'll go through the roll call. Alderman Volkart.
Aye.
Alderwoman Colbert.
Aye.
Alderman Bell.
Aye.
And Alderman Wilson.
Aye.
All right. Second appointment to the boards, Christine Colbert, a liaison for Park and Rec Board. Staff report, please.
This is your report.
Christine and I sit down. Alderwoman
It's
Colbert.
Kristen.
Kristen, sorry.
Kristen.
Kristen and I sat down and spoke on a few top topics in the about the park board, and I feel that she would make a great liaison. She has a good open mind. She has good views for the future for the kids. So I will recommend her for the park board. So can I get a motion to approve Alderwoman Colbert for liaison Park and Rec?
So moved.
As by Mr. Wilson. Can I have a second?
Second.
As by Alderman Volkart. Go down and vote. Alderman Volkart.
Aye.
Alderman Bell.
Aye.
Alderman Wilson.
Aye.
Now, would I need to call for Alderman Colbert, Kyle.
She can abstain.
All right, thank you. All right, good. Scheduled public, moving on. So she is appointed. Scheduled public meeting, we have none. Just a reminder, all public comment needs to be into the city clerk by Wednesday prior to the meeting. Public hearing, none. Introductions and first reading, we have none. Old business, ordinance number 1476, an ordinance extending the corporate limits of City of Ashland, Missouri by annexing unincorporated area, directing the city clerk to give notice of the annexation, Southern Boone School District. Staff report, please.
Darren is out on vacation. These are the second reads for a variety of ordinances that relate to the annexation, replatting, and ultimately the future development of some property for the school district. The parcels in question, there's two of them, a little over 9 acres in total, just directly north of the existing high school campus. Item before you is to have the second read of that annexation so that we can move forward with the other follow-on items.
Okay. Any questions for staff?
I do have a question. Like, are we getting anything in return from the school district? Like, I know like with like we're gonna have more traffic down there. Are they doing like improvements to the road or like, I mean,
So you don't have a site plan before you quite yet. So that's when we would have triggers for those types of things, for a traffic study or
Okay.
anything, is when they would come forward with a site plan for that expansion.
yeah, I just think we should keep that on our list. And I would like to see, I mean, if we're doing that expansion down there, I know like parking is an issue down there. And I know the road is like one way and like there's a lot of turnoffs. So I would like to just kind of keep that in the background as we move forward.
Certainly.
Sounds good. Any other questions for staff? All right, can I get a motion to approve ordinance number 1476, an ordinance extending the corporate limits of the city of Ashland, Missouri by annexing unincorporated area, directing the city clerk to give notice to the annexation Southern Boone School District.
So moved.
Alderwoman Bell, thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Alderman Wilson Alderman Wilson will take care of that. Thank you. Alderman Volkart,
Aye.
Alderman Colbert,
Aye.
Alderman Bell,
Aye.
and Alderman Wilson.
Aye.
All right, move on. Ordinance number 1477, ordinance approving Southern Boone School District subdivision plot 2. Staff report, please.
Again, second reading. This is for the minor subdivision to take those two parcels that we just wrapped up the annexation on and consolidate them with the existing high school parcel, making one singular contiguous parcel.
Any questions for staff? All right, here none. Can I have a motion approving ordinance number 1477 and ordinance approving Southern Boone School District subdivision plot 2?
So moved.
Alderwoman Bell, thank you. Can I have a second?
I'll
Second.
second.
Alderman Colbert, thank you. Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Bell,
Aye.
Alderman Colbert,
Aye.
and Alderman Volkart.
Aye.
All right, moving on. Ordinance number 1478, an ordinance to change the zoning from A1 to R1 for the Southern Boone School District. Staff report, please.
Again, second reading. When a property is annexed, it comes in as ag. There's been a request by the Southern Boone School District to rezone to R1. R1 has, as a conditional use, the ability to build school campuses. So that is the reason for their request.
Is that can I ask a silly question? Is that like a state law or something that they have to do that way?
That's just how our ordinance is set up.
Is it? Okay, all right. Any questions for staff? All right, can I have a motion approving ordinance number 1478, an ordinance to change the zoning from A1 to R1 for the Southern Boone School District?
So moved.
Alderman Bell, thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Alderwoman Colbert, sorry. Roll call vote, Alderman Volkart,
Aye.
Alderman Colbert,
Aye.
Alderman Bell,
Aye.
and Alderman Wilson.
Aye.
All right. Ordinance number 1479, an ordinance approving a conditional use permit for Southern Boone School District. Staff report, please.
Again, second reading. So as we just discussed with the rezone, schools are permitted via conditional use in R1. The school had an existing conditional use for the existing campus with the modification of that parcel. This is a new conditional use permit to allow them to build this expansion.
Any questions for staff? All right, can I have a motion to approve ordinance number 1479 and ordinance approving the conditional use permit for Southern Boone School District?
So moved.
Motion.
Thank you, Alderman Wilson. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Colbert. Alderman Bocart,
Aye.
Alderman Colbert,
Aye.
Alderman Bell,
Aye.
and Alderman Wilson.
Aye.
Moving on to new business. Resolution 2024-30, a resolution of the Board of Aldermen of Ashland, Missouri, authorizing the mayor to execute a contract of documents with All Clear Pumping and Sewer as part of the Missouri DNR lead service line agreement. Mitigation program, sorry. Can I have a staff report, please?
The contract before you is with All Clear Pumping and Sewer. They were the presumptive low bid when we bid out our lead service line mitigation RFP a number of months ago. We've been working with DNR and All Clear to get this contract down to what we needed it to be for the purpose of this grant. So before you have a contract for a not to exceed amount of $250,000 with our grant and our loan from the DNR, we'll be receiving $100,000 in grant and $150,000 of a no interest loan. This is a budgeted project as part of the water capital improvement plan for the current fiscal year, and staff recommends approval of the contract so we can get this going. Inventory is due by October of this year, which there's still plenty of time to get that project done, but that's the whole purpose for rescheduling, is we want to get them started as quickly as possible on this.
Any questions for Kyle? Okay. Can I get a motion approving resolution 2024-30, a resolution of the Board of Aldermen of Ashland, Missouri, authorizing the mayor to execute a contract document with All Clear Pumping and Sewer as part of the DNR lead service line mitigation grant program?
So moved.
Made by Alderman Bell. Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Made by Alderman Wilson. Alderman Bocart,
Aye.
Alderman Colbert,
Aye.
Alderman Bell,
Aye.
and Alderman Wilson.
Aye.
All right, moving on. Resolution 2024-31, a resolution of the Board of Aldermen of Ashland, Missouri, accepting the bid of Missouri Petroleum Products Company for chip and seal street resurfacing project. Staff report, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the board. Before you this evening, this resolution requesting acceptance of the joint bid that we participated in this year with the counties of Boone, Callaway, and municipalities of Fulton, New Mexico. As you may recall, we discussed this during budget planning sessions, but the purpose of this joint bid was to drive down unit pricing for all parties involved. The bid was administered by Boone County Purchasing Department. Those numbers have come in, and the streets that we had submitted for consideration: North Henry Clay Boulevard, section of East Liberty Lane, and Celinda Drive. The numbers for the bid, based off of our approximate quantities, leave us well within the allotted budget for this project. We expect to expend approximately $58,000 with an 51,000, somewhere in the 50,000, well, 50,000 something. I'm sorry, I don't have my both screens up right now. And then with that, we had budgeted approximately $75,000 for this project. It was, the project cost is approximately $50,226.96 based off of the bid numbers.
Okay. Any questions for James? Can I get a motion to approve resolution 2024-31, a resolution of the Board of Aldermen of Ashland, Missouri, accepting the bid from Missouri Petroleum Products Company for chip and seal resurfacing project?
So moved.
made by Alderman Bell. Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Made by Mr. Wilson. Thank you. Alderman Wilson, sorry. Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Bell, Alderman Bell,
Aye.
sorry. Alderman Colbert
Aye.
and Alderman Volkart.
Aye.
Moving on, finding report for Redbud Lane traffic study.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Before this evening, we just wanted to brief the board and bring you up to speed as to the comings and goings of the traffic study for Redbud Lane. As you're all well aware, Redbud Lane has narrow width that is not within common guidelines or standards for two-way traffic. There's been some hesitancy by the general public for changing this road over to a one-way street. Accordingly, we contracted with Klinger and Associates from the approved on-call engineering roster to conduct a traffic study. The initial traffic study report that came in had some issues, so we asked Klinger and Associates to revisit that study with a emphasis due to the angle of this intersection. While the initial traffic counts showed that the majority of traffic is in fact eastbound, the problem is when that traffic tries to turn make a right-hand turn onto Henry Clay Boulevard traveling south. The findings from the additional study actually just came in today, and they confirmed what our suspicions were. We'll continue to work with the engineering firm to nail down what the most appropriate path forward will be. But the purpose of tonight was to bring the board up to speed and inform you what our plans were, along with beginning to schedule some public forum meetings to address this issue.
So Kyle, do we need to go ahead? Do we need to table this till other findings, or?
This isn't on here for action. It's just for awareness. Obviously, with transitioning to a one-way, it's not something we necessarily want to rush into, but just bringing you guys up to speed that we do have a traffic study that suggests that it should be a one-way. We're still kind of looking at some of the data since we had initially anticipated that we would go one-way east to west. And unfortunately, the data doesn't necessarily support that. So we'll have to take a look at that or try and gather some additional data to see if any of that changes, particularly over summer months with schools being out. But obviously not something that needs to be rushed into. It will have to be done by ordinance. So a minimum of 2 readings, and we'll probably space those out not only across 2 meetings of the month, but probably 2 separate months just to give some more lead time there. James will have to order some signage. You know, we really want to make sure that it's well advertised and folks are well educated that a one-way is coming and it will transition at some point. So that we're not, catching anybody off guard with it if that's the desire of the board. So certainly here to answer any questions you might have, but we're still plugging away at it. We'll kind of draft up a tentative schedule of what we believe is probably appropriate to get it done and cause the least amount of conflict with the public.
With that being said, will we schedule public meetings at least 2 or 3 times?
So what we had kind of discussed is probably, doing a public open house out at, Boone Corner, perhaps, just have some of the traffic study data available, potentially try and get one of the engineers down to speak to it. But really it's pretty cut and dry. We've done our due diligence with the traffic study and have, the engineered results that suggest that it should be a one-way. I think everybody knows that it should likely be a one-way. It's pretty narrow. So it's just a matter of pushing that forward in a slow and controlled fashion.
Yeah. Just don't make sure we don't schedule that on the hottest day. I want to make sure everybody's comfortable out there. Any other questions for Kyle on the findings of Redbud Lane? None? All right. Moving on to reports. Mayor's report, we're going to keep it quick and simple. Flagpole looks nice up there, guys. I appreciate it. Fall Fest is coming up in September. Make sure you mark your calendars for that. 4th of July is right around the corner. If we are going to do a float, which we normally do, we need to get the planning of that done quickly so we get a list of everybody that's going to be on the float and see how we're going to do that, arrange that this year. So I appreciate that. That's my report, sir. Moving to city administrator report.
Nothing really to report this evening. Thanks for being flexible and rescheduling. Like I said, we were really hoping to get this lead service line agreement inked and out the door, so we weren't waiting another 2 weeks to get approval on that. Aside from that, the intern John is doing some good work. He's been working pretty hard over the last 2 weeks on some draft policies for some of the things that we discussed last meeting, park regulations and special event and parade permitting. So he's made some pretty good headway on those. He's going to present some initial findings for park regs to the park board next week, so that they can kind of take it and mull it over and provide some feedback so we can continue to work on forming that policy up and improving those park rules. Special event, that's a little bit more of a cumbersome project. Trying to take our existing parade regulations and build those out to cover all special events, not just parades. Right now, parade regulations are built into the traffic code, so we might break those out and put parade and special events maybe in their own chapter or as a subheading under parks, and then just refer back to specific traffic enforcement type items that need to remain in the traffic code for ticketing purposes.
Okay. One other thing I need to add to my report, Kyle. How's the baby?
Baby is doing great. The 2-year-old is currently screaming in the background, so probably need to go rescue mom as soon as we're done here.
We'll wrap it up quick. City attorney's report, please.
No report.
Thank you, sir. Police chief report. I see he's not on there, so we received his report the other day,
Yep.
right, Darla?
Yep. We got
Okay,
his
got
report
it.
via email.
Got it. Board of Aldermen. Alderman Bocart.
No report.
Alderwoman Colbert.
Yeah, just want to report that I attended the first of 2 days of the Missouri Municipal League Elected Official Conference today in Columbia. And it was very informative, very well organized. So I'm excited to wrap that up tomorrow. And then I'm just excited to be a liaison between Board of Aldermen and be on the park board as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Alderwoman Bell.
She already signed off. She had a hard stop.
Gotcha. No problem. And Alderman Wilson.
No report.
All right. Can I get a motion? Any comments from the public? I see none. Motion to adjourn
So moved.
by Mr. Wilson. All in favor?
Aye.
A second. And I.
Aye. Second and aye. Thank you, Alderman Bocart. All right, guys. You have a good night.
Cheers.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Appreciate it.
Here.